Yeah.
Whoa, mama. Yeah.
Oh, good grief.
Well,
Well,
yeah, I did that on purpose. I caught him
this
Bravo
has
on
gone
purpose.
completely off the rails.
Like I said, if you wanted to, if
Did
you
you
wanted
expect
CWA stuff,
anything
you're
less?
gonna have to.
No, it's okay.
You're gonna have to have a list of CWA questions.
Look, we just won't call it CWA discussion.
It's all gonna end up tying into something else.
We'll just call it a round to independent discussion. Whatever, it's fine.
Okay. Well, let's get back on
we
track.
got to do a CWA one. We got to do a CWA one.
Yeah, but it's
Well,
so
we
tough
got
to
to find
get everybody
Malachi.
together.
He's got to
Yeah.
be there
We need.
because Malachi's been fired twice from CWA.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but look what happened when he got rehired.
I got him tied.
Well, when he got
We're
fired the
tied.
first time, he was at one size, and then all of a sudden he comes back and he's like ripped.
Now he looks
And I'm like-
ripped. Yeah, he's all ripped. Yeah.
I
Well,
was
I was
like,
telling-
"Whoa, whoa."
I was
That
telling
ain't
Blaze
Micah.
when I had when we did his interview, Micah had a hernia and had to get surgery for it because I was managing him back in the day, and I
Yeah.
remember that. And I remember for the longest time he couldn't work out, so he'd lost a bunch of weight. And boy, I guess he got recovered because man, when he came back in September, October, or whatever it was, holy,
Yeah, he was
Oh
ripped.
man,
Jeez. yeah.
he done got the new tattoo,
I saw him in the gym. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
the sex icon tattoo.
And he still has
Dude, I was the
Did it.
first one to chop him in that.
Well, truthfully, I think
not
me
in the sex
personally,
icon tattoo.
Yes, I did.
Is the way we beat the hell out of each other. I mean, because me and Micah, every time we'd get in the ring, it was like me and you, Blaze.
Yeah,
We
it's physical.
People
Yeah.
people thought it was real,
yeah.
and I mean, they thought it was real with me and Timber too. I mean, my cousin still talks about that to this day. It was the only show he had ever came to, and that they took me out in a stretcher,
Yeah.
and he had done went out to the car and got his knife, and he was planning on killing Timber.
Oh, I remember.
They
And I called him from the Hardee's because I was at Hardee's and with the ambulance. We went through the we went through the drive-through. Went through the drive-through, ordered me some food, and I called my cousin and I'm like, "So what'd you think?" He said, "What do you mean? Are you okay?" I said, "I'm fine. I'm at Hardee's. I'm eating." He said, "You're not hurt?" Like, no, I lied because that was the night I think I took. He gave me 30 back chops to my spine.
he got you.
Ooh,
He
yeah,
got you
rough.
with the bat one time.
He had me bleeding. He got me with a bat more than one time. I mean, every time he stuffed me in one of them trash cans, the legit trash cans,
right.
he would hit it with the axe handle, not thinking that it was gonna bend in all the way, and shoot. I mean, I'd feel it. Thank God my head was down in the bottom of the trash can because it would have probably knocked me out. I had bruised ribs and
It ain't ballet, kid.
Yeah. Oh, he loved working me. He knew it was going to be an easy night of just beating the hell out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he let
Well,
me.
you being
he
a
let me
smaller guy,
suplex
he
him
could-
through a.
Yeah, he didn't have to.
Oh,
he didn't
yeah.
have to work hard like he's fighting guys his own
Well,
size.
neither did I. I didn't have to work hard either. I just all I had to do was get thrown around.
like, whoop.
And you know me, I was always the type of baby that would want to get my butt kicked the entire match
Yeah.
just to turn around and miraculously win.
Well, you always work from underneath, like Ricky Morton.
Yeah. I always
Yeah,
had fun. I had to get.
Honestly,
It
Jason,
works.
yes, you are absolutely right. That's Ricky Morton right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It worked.
The Ricky
Yeah.
Morton of Orangeburg.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'll take that. I'll take that as a compliment.
yeah,
Yeah.
you should.
I
You
always
should. I
loved
thought
Ricky.
Ricky Morton was salacious. Hell of a worker.
Oh, he was great.
Hell,
I was
still
always
is. He's 60
I was a fan of
years
Robert
old.
too,
Yeah.
and still do.
Robert too. Yeah.
Robert was great. Working
Robert.
him at Hacksaw Show was a real.
That was my last match ever was against him.
That was at the first. That was at the first Hacksaw Show, right?
No, this is in Myrtle Beach.
Oh yeah, doing the Myrtle Beach shows that he ran.
So for C4, no, different.
I don't
promotion, right?
remember.
It was the one where the boys had to pay to get in. You'd get it back.
Yeah.
You'd get it back. But he was making sure nobody was getting in for free.
Nice.
He'd give it back to you.
Yes.
I never got to do it.
He did give it back to you.
That's borderline amazing, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Truthfully, I'm gonna have to. I'm marked out for it. I think that was. He made sure that if you brought your girlfriend or whatever, they were getting.
Yeah,
they were having to pay.
They were going to pay.
They were paying.
You wasn't getting that back.
Mm-mm.
You'd get your money back.
I mean, in all fairness to him, it was Wednesday nights in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
You know, like there wasn't a lot of people coming to the shows.
That's a tough draw. That's a tough town to draw.
I can't. Yeah, I can't.
It is because there's so much to do.
Yep.
CWA drew pretty well down in Conway, right outside of Myrtle Beach.
Yeah,
we
I know
stayed
Conway.
in Myrtle.
Yeah. You can do Conway.
I was at Conway the night that Road Dogg went to jail. I think you were there too, Jason.
I didn't work the show, but
that
I was there.
The show that Mick Foley was on?
No.
That was way after.
Road Dogg went to jail. It was Memorial Day weekend.
Yep.
What in the world did he go to? How did he go to jail?
I can't remember.
Or what did he do to go to jail?
Do you remember?
I do. He was signing autographs at intermission, and he would not leave because the line was still long, and they were ready to start the show back. And he was effed up on something or drinking or whatever he was doing, and he just wouldn't leave the ring. And he was being.
Well, let me tell you, in a way, I understand. I have to have respect for that because he was doing it for the fans in the first place. Yeah, he was screwed up.
But he could say, okay, we can continue this after the show. I'll hang out. But he was holding the show.
Messed up.
Yeah, he was on something.
Yeah,
so
I can understand.
Even work?
I can understand brother wanting to make money, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, you could have. Eventually, the show's got to go on.
Well, yeah, you're talking about making the money now. I was talking about just wanting to do something good for the fans. That
he could have said, like, we can do this after the show, but right now we need the show to go on.
Yeah.
But he wasn't happy.
Me and Zach Salvation worked in Alabama for Mike Quackenbush, and they brought in Jerry Lawler, and we were on after intermission. They went to intermission, and Jerry was still back there signing stuff, and
nobody was watching.
Really, Zach. Oh no, we got their attention. Me and Zach used to have some good stuff too, but I mean, it's just disrespectful to the other workers whenever because all he cared about was selling his drawings, and that's his, how he's whatever artist. But he didn't give a damn about nobody else. Now, I will say something about his work ethic. The man still bumped his ass off. This was only 10, 12 years ago. Jerry Lawler was exactly. And he was the one who took the heat. He was in a tag match. Took the heat.
You don't see many veterans doing that.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of guys doing that. Yeah.
No. Oh man, I mean, the guy that he was working with was half his age. He might have even been lower than that. But for Jerry Lawler to bump his ass off the way he did, I got to respect him for that. But the disrespect that he was showing after intermission when we went on, that kind of me personally didn't care. But boy, Zach.
Well, I mean, I understand.
Zach would get me in a headlock in the ring, and he'd be like, "That son of a is still selling Yeah.
Yeah,
So, well,
you know, that's a
let's get it. Get
that's
their
fun.
attention. So
That's
we
funny
went
that you
outside the
say
ring.
that. Funny that you say that because were you ever there when the guys would come like dressed up and they would be at Joe and Mary Sue's show and they'd be dressed up like Power
That was the
Rangers
belt
or
marks.
yeah.
Oh, that wasn't them. That wasn't the belt marks,
Well,
was it?
no, I don't know. I thought that was kind of like you're trying to take away from the show if you're doing that.
Well, they want to feel like they're a part of it, and I know I made them feel like they was a part of it every time I'd steal their pitcher of beer.
Well, I can understand that, but
Every
don't do it
freaking
during
show.
matches. You know,
Well, you
sign
got to
autographs
think about
during matches.
back in the day. Think about back in the day with the
Box
ECW
Boys.
crowd where the Box Boys. But
Yeah.
that's a good example. There you go. You bringing back CWA. Yes,
Yeah.
good job.
See,
But I mean, think
I'm
about
trying.
the ECW
we always
days.
come back around.
ECW days. They had guys that was dressed like
The hat guy.
Hogan. Well, the hat guy was.
Hat guy.
He was
Yeah.
like the greatest. He was at everything. But they had
I
guys
don't
that
know
would be
if you
dressed
guys
as
ever been to
Hogan,
an
Nash,
ECW
and
show.
Scott Hall.
I don't know if you guys
Front
ever
row.
been to the ECW arena, but the hat
I
guy
have-
used to walk in
I've
and he
been there.
never had his hat on. And then throughout the whole time before the show started, everybody would start chanting, "Where's your hat? Where's your hat?" And then he'd put his friggin' hat on and the place
get the
would
biggest pop of the night.
explode.
That's pretty good.
Dude, it was
Biggest pop
great.
of the night.
Dude, I worked in front of that guy at Hamburg Fieldhouse in Hamburg, PA. And it was amazing. The energy just this one fan brought. Amazing.
That's cool though.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
ECW was my dream.
if you could work it to your
when
advantage, then that's-
ECW got sold, my dream of making it kind of, and I mean it was sold before I even became a worker. But yeah, ECW was my dream place to work.
Yeah. Me too.
I've been
Hey,
in the
you
business.
felt
And when I was
It
training,
felt
I
like
was training
Japan.
with the ECW champion, Steve
Yeah.
Carino.
yeah, Steve Carino.
Like-
yeah.
That's right.
Amazing. Amazing.
I've been in the
Carino.
business 8 months, and then both those companies got sold.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I'm working CW Anderson. I'm thinking it's next month or July, one of the two. But yeah, I've always wanted to work CW.
Watch out for the
It's
chair
for-
shot.
Yeah.
No,
That-
I'll take a chair shot. I don't mind it.
That PPCW that Lodi was booking, the thing that started CWA.
Yes.
CW Anderson used to work there for us. There.
He
I like-
was at NWA Charlotte, and his son was a
Yep.
huge mark of mine.
Nice.
And ever since then, I wanted to work with CW and never got the chance to work.
Yeah.
I mean, and he earlier this year, I think it was, or it might have been last year during the Corona thing, that he said he's done.
Yeah, I
just
thought he
to
was
know
gonna
that
retire.
he's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, he gave a whole big speech on it, or not a big speech, but he wrote a big thing on it. And let me tell you, I know how hard it is to write all that crap. I've been there.
Nah, CW's good people, man. It's just
Okay, James Hunter.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not going that route.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I didn't have a tearful burning of my. And see, I missed that. They talked about that yesterday too. Me and Brandon Paradise was talking about that yesterday too. And then he showed me the Hans Baumgartner.
Yeah, the parody.
The parody, him and Live Oregon.
Yeah.
And I
Live
thought
Oregon.
that was.
Oh man,
That
what
was
happened to
like
that?
great.
Grayson, I love him, dude.
Oh,
Dude, I love
man.
Grayson
I
and
never
Dan.
got to see
They're
the
best.
original. Never got to see the
You never
James
saw it?
Hunter original.
I don't think it's
No.
on
Oh, I did.
YouTube anymore.
Oh
I
no, it's no
No,
longer
it's
there.
deleted.
They tried.
It's deleted.
But I saw
While
it.
Brandon Paradise was supposedly supposed to be working, he was looking for it for me. Yeah, yeah. That's a shoot on you, Brandon.
Yeah. Bang,
There's-
bang.
They were good for that. They made one. They made one about Bob one time, or somebody did.
Oh, Bob Keller.
It was Dan.
Bob Keller.
But they had
Keller's my
another
boy.
guy. They had another guy with him. I was trying to remember what he was a big guy, really big guy. He was the one wearing the blonde wig. I'm trying to remember who that guy's name was.
God, man.
Yeah, it's killing me. I cannot
A blonde
remember his
wig,
name.
you said?
He was dressed up like Keller.
It
He
was
had
the Common Man.
Common Man. That's who it was. Yeah. Common
Yeah.
Man came out with the wig and was doing the voice and stuff.
I got a picture of him and Bob standing next to each other.
With the
And
wig
I
on?
tagged
Did
Bob
Common
in it.
Man? Did Common Man look at Hans and say, "Hey, brother, that match stunk"?
Man, that was a shits. Yeah, guys need to learn how to slow down.
I always that's the one thing I liked about Bob Keller, though. I mean, I've always had respect for him, but Bob would shoot it straight. The things that I wouldn't say to the guy when somebody would ask me, "What did I think?" No, Johnny Blaze and Bob Keller both didn't mind telling you. Well, nobody ever come up to Johnny Blaze and asked how did it go anymore after they would hear Blaze say.
I would tell him the truth.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's how it's got to be.
Yeah.
I agree 100%. I always beat around the bush. That's why it was never good to completely. I would tell you that there was a lot of stuff needed work, but I wouldn't come straight out and just say it was the shit. I mean, Callie Casanova.
There's no need to sugarcoat it.
If Callie was here like he was supposed to be, I always said Callie would have been a better manager or something with a mic because he had good mic skills.
Or a booker.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was never a big fan of his work.
Yeah, I get that.
Ouch, Callie.
Sorry, Callie.
I'm
not, I mean, I just.
Callie will take that.
Yeah.
That's just one man's opinion.
Yeah.
Well,
he looked lost a lot.
I'm not one. I can't criticize anybody's work because I've seen me in the ring, so I ain't saying shit. I had one
in the ring. I know you'll hit somebody with a damn tennis racket in a heartbeat.
Yes, I will. And anything else that I had.
It never was that bad. I mean, it sure would hurt, but I mean, you did it right, flat to flat.
Well, I didn't get you with a horseshoe like I did Eric Bradford one time.
Well, he probably deserved it.
No,
I mean, was he putting himself over about being on the
oh no, this was way before.
Steve Austin.
This was actually way before that.
What show was he on?
Was it Broken Skull Ranch?
Something that didn't work. It was something that didn't work. It was.
Well, Bradford was on the ranch one, and then he had the one where they did like the physical challenges and stuff, and then
he did that one too.
Fitz was on that one, the referee, the one Joe and Mary Sue have now, Jared Fitz.
Well, Fitz looked better than half the wrestlers in the ring whenever he would be the ref.
Fitz is a workout.
It's true. And he's a great dude. I mean,
he's a CrossFit fanatic, dude. That guy works his ass off.
Man, that's called that. You have to be in cardio shape for that, and there's no damn way.
Yeah.
No way possible. Before I'd make it to the first obstacle, I'd be wanting a cigarette. I mean, I had workers all the time asking me, dude, you must stay in the weight room. It's like, no, I just look strong. This is just for looks. I don't have to be strong. You're gonna jump when I say let's go for a suplex. You're gonna jump. I ain't gonna do nothing but go through the motion.
Hey, Jason.
Yeah.
We've been in this over an hour.
Yes.
Have we?
You got some questions?
Do I have some questions?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Come up with something.
Now I can't think of anything I wanted to ask. In the ladder match, after Josh.
What, when Johnny went to jail?
No. Before that, when you nailed him in the ribs, what did you say to Magnum, or what do y'all remember the conversation was?
Whenever I did the 450 on tour.
Yeah, you nailed him.
I never seen Johnny again for 6 months.
Yeah.
Did you say anything? Did y'all have a conversation after that?
No, not really.
Literally, no.
Really?
No,
Wow.
no, the cop. I know that was a work, but I don't remember seeing you after that match at all.
No, because I literally went to jail.
But
Well,
you said
I
you
knew
had,
that.
but I'm not trying to cause any heat, but you had legit cracked a rib, right?
Yeah,
Two.
Two.
two
Yeah.
of them. Yeah, that was the first time I'd ever done a 450 from 8 foot. I mean, no joke. I usually would do a swanton, but
He was in a little tight, but it's
no. I literally was standing up on his rib cage whenever I landed.
Yeah,
Man.
a little bit. I just remember
It was
I had him
Two
entirely
knees.
too close to the. I had him entirely too close to the ladder.
Yeah,
It was my fault.
He was in too tight, but it just is what it is.
Yeah, I'm one. A lot of the guys that do 450s, they want you in tight.
Mhm.
Me, I'm the complete opposite. I want to jump away from the ropes where I know my feet ain't gonna hit them son of a guns.
Yeah.
I can still get all the way
good.
over.
And there was no heat or anything. I mean,
Oh,
certainly
no.
there's
No,
not
I
now.
got him back.
of.
We talked
you got
about
him
it
back?
earlier. I got him back on his birthday.
Yeah. But it was you again in CWA that had to go back to the doctor when we did the whole spot with the 2 rings, which I was healed that night, and the Jamil Temple. Didn't you have to go? Because every time we worked each other one-on-one, one of us was going to the doctor.
Yeah, I think that was with
All
Will
except
Snap and Abel.
Yeah.
Well, what was
They
it?
gave me their finisher from one ring to the other.
Yep.
Yeah.
What
It
was
did look good though.
what was the thing with? Why do y'all think I got booked in so many ladder matches?
I know why I
it
did.
worked.
I just. I mean, NWA
It
Charlotte. My first match there, they had me in a TLC with Caleb Conley and Micah. I mean, we had never even
I
seen
saw
this
that-
crowd.
I
This
saw
crowd
that
had
match.
never seen us.
Yeah.
It was a great
Yeah.
match. Great match.
Yeah.
Gimmick matches kind of was. I could do gimmick matches all day long, and it wasn't because I would give the punishment most of the time. It's because I would take it, and I took it well. And they always put me over.
I was telling Jason the last time that me, you, and Darkness had a ladder match down in Georgia that was way better
You
than
sent me the
one.
footage. Yeah, you sent me the match.
Yeah, way better.
I mean, not the footage.
Yeah,
but
there
you
was
sent
a
me
shoot
YouTube
after
link.
that match too, wasn't there?
Yes, there was.
Yeah. Because they kept coming out there trying to get us to take it home.
Right in the champion's face.
And I let him have it on the mic.
Oh,
Yes, you did.
Yeah. Josh Magnum with a mic. That was never two things that was good. Because unless something was written for me,
that match. They should have never booked that match as a semi-main. It should have been the main event.
I agree. But I wasn't supposed to be on the mic
Because the
after
champion got very upset.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't following that.
Are we talking about Jamil, or are we talking about?
No.
in
This
Georgia?
was in Augusta, Georgia for FCW, I think.
Oh, okay. Because see, there was I remember a situation like that at Jamil.
Yeah, they couldn't follow that
the
either.
6-man?
They couldn't.
Yeah.
No,
The 6-man?
Well,
Yeah.
that and when you and Micah had a falls
The
count
ladder match
anywhere, or
where
a ladder match, or it might have been a ladder match too.
Yeah, it was just a falls count, and they always wanted me to bring a ladder involved.
Yeah.
That was kind of my thing. Hell, that was my logo on my shirts that I was selling was no ladder
And,
high enough, no wrestler tough enough.
and I told him, I said, "Man, you're making a mistake. That's going to be the main. That should be the main." And it was Timber and Rhino didn't want to do anything with Timber.
Yep.
You know, there was a lot of I got a lot of heat from guys a lot but I always did what the fans wanted me to do.
That's what you should do.
There's a difference in
Yeah.
there's a difference in because I can't stand people that plans their whole match. And I'll throw Kim Magnum under the bus on this. He'll write the match out for you that he wants to do. There'll be 3 or 4 pages that he wants you to memorize. But you got to go out there and go off of fans' intuition.
Yeah.
If they're telling you to chop him again, well, you chop him again. If you're the heel and you act like you chop him, and say, no, y'all don't deserve it, you get instant heat. It's working a crowd.
So you learned that.
You're not in WWE. You're
You
not
learned
in
that
WWE. You're not
you
working
learned that
the
from Mastodon.
millions at home. Pretty much. Oh,
Yeah, you're
Mastodon. Mastodon is he's that's my daddy of wrestling.
Oh yeah.
He's my trainer.
Another great guy. Yeah. I love
Oh
Mastodon.
man.
Yeah.
Hey, here's something you guys might not know. You know, I worked a ladder match with Johnny Flex.
What?
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Johnny Flex
Okay, where did this take place?
in Blackville for CWA.
Are you kidding me?
I remember the Blackville show.
How did I miss this?
I'm not joking.
Wait a minute. Hang on one second.
It's out there.
Hang on one second.
I remember.
Josh
working
Magnum,
Blackville.
how do you remember any of the Blackville shows when we had to pick you up out of you off the roof of a car, drag you into the show? How do you remember any of that?
I don't know. Who was? I don't remember who I worked, but
I'm not trying to throw you under the bus, but-
because they had no. Oh no, that don't surprise me. Hell,
He'll admit it.
I remember back bumping in parking lots at OSCW shows, and
You did.
On
back
top of
bumping
the
on
van.
top of my vans. Yeah,
Yeah.
on my own van.
Yeah.
Hang on
But
to
Blackville,
that.
I don't ever remember who I worked.
Hang on to that, Blaze, just for a second, because I want to hear that story. But
I got it.
Magnum, we found you on top of your car. I don't
Blackville?
forgot. You were about 10 or 15 minutes away from the venue, passed out on the roof of your car,
Damn.
and we had to.
Damn, I don't think I was there for that.
We had to wake him up, bring him to the show.
I don't remember that.
I remember.
I remember
do.
working Blackville. I remember the venue, anyways. It was like they had like a
little high school,
The
I'd
stage.
say balcony type
yeah,
deal.
and a balcony thing, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was always house shows.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, they
I
had
do
this.
believe one of them was filmed.
I don't remember. I remember they
They
had
were
this
all
little
filmed.
But where?
Like-
So I was about 10 or 15 miles from the venue.
from the
passed
building.
out?
Yep.
That sounds like I had a pretty good time.
On the hood of your car.
On the hood,
On the hood
Yeah.
of your car, passed out.
must not have been any cops around.
Well, we found you.
Damn. So were y'all on the way to the show when y'all found me,
Yes,
or did? Okay.
on the way there.
Damn.
That's
You
like
probably worked too hard the night before. That's
it
all.
might have been.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah, maybe you
Yeah.
were sleeping. Okay, let's get
that
off
was-
finding Josh in strange places and let's
There's
go
a
to
lot
this
of
ladder.
Josh Magnum stories
This-
that people tell me that I don't remember.
Yeah. that's unfortunate.
I always
Hey.
love hearing them though.
Hey,
Let's talk
here's
about
one.
let's talk about the ladder match and then
Okay.
we can throw some
Then we'll
Josh
go to
Magnum
the
stories
back
out.
bumps. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I've always wanted to hear some more. Yeah.
so you were at Johnny Flex
Go
in
ahead with the
match.
ladder match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did. And the thing was, we only had a 3-foot ladder.
I think I remember that.
Was that the
I remember
gimmick
that.
he brought out a little tiny short ladder?
Yes.
Was that the gimmick?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
great.
remember that.
That's funny.
God,
I mean,
y'all did that more than once, though, didn't you?
Johnny Fleck, he probably remembers more than I do, but from what I remember, it was pretty entertaining.
Well, anytime Flex was out there, it was a good time.
Yeah,
At least for the
love
guys
it.
in the
We'll
back. I always thought so.
All right,
I
we'll
love
we'll
Flex.
get Flex in
Flex
here
would
one
do
day
anything.
too.
He
Yeah.
did not care. He would do anything.
Yeah, he would.
man, because he was trained the right way. He got it.
Mm-hmm. He was a
Yeah.
loyal employee too. Whatever you,
Oh, definitely.
yeah.
Because I used to try.
But he would.
I used to try to get
would-
him to go to other shows, and he wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
Flex, Blaze would. I mean, Blaze, you tried harder than anybody to try to get Flex. Like, I mean, even at CWA,
Yeah.
but all that,
Always.
all
I
they would
love
ever
that
want to
dude.
do.
He needed
Yeah,
to
I mean,
branch out.
because that somebody would be talking crap about Flex, and Blaze would stand up for him in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, you're not going to find anybody that's going to work any harder.
Yeah.
Now, I
Or
remember
be
you telling
more
me that
loyal.
one time. I
Or be more
love
loyal.
Flex, but
Yeah.